We got 10 minutes. Wait, let me pee, he says. Honestly, I have to thank you all for preventing me from playing more Fire Emblem Engage. That's the best thing that could have possibly happened. I hope every day for the rest of my life I get interrupted before making the mistake of playing it. On where? Not playing Engage. I'm not playing Engage today. You did. I have the perfect excuse. I always have backup plans for my backup plans. Now I have to get the... Do I get the Dark Knight sword or the Gunbreaker blade next? Like... Because I need to do roulettes. It's always tyranny time.
You seem to enjoy Gunbreaker more, though.
Yeah, but Gunbreaker is so anal and these fights are so unfun. Like, and let's be fair here, at this point I just play Warrior in Vamp Fatale. In fact, I beat my Gunbreaker parse on Vamp Fatale by 2 points. It's fucking over. I can never keep a Gunbreaker parse, because any fight I could Gunbreaker, I could do better as Warrior. Every single time, with no exceptions.
Yeah, especially this tier.
Yeah,
even M11.
It's just easier to do Warrior. It's less to think about. That's why I'm cursed. I'll never play Gunbreaker the way I want to, you know? It's the loving, beautiful wife of my dreams, but that's just it. She only exists in my dreams. Yes, I have to switch to Bastion. I have no choice. Because of the tank split.
Oh, I'm lead.
I can't wait to wield fucking cardboard cutout tables. There's nothing I can do with my life. There's no escape. Is that right, Chuck?
Oh, everyone wants to go back home. You have 2 shields.
Like, play something else. Well, I have no choice to do.
At long last, the decisive match against the Grand Champion! Will the challenger triumph and seize the tyrant's throne? First, I shall take your measure.
Party spread.
Show me your footwork.
Safe. Sword. Axe.
Absolute brutality! The champion's power is unmatched. Behold, the essence of martial mastery. There is much more to come.
Spread. Sword. Scythe. Axe. Bait. Stack. 60.
Oh, the challengers holding their own. It has been a long time since I've enjoyed myself so. How about this? Oh, it's tyranny time, folks. He knows no
Party
mercy,
stack,
and
tank
he's
spread.
never tasted defeat. No more holding back. Prepare yourself, unenhanced warrior.
Scythe. First.
I beg your pardon. What is he going to do with all those weapons?
Axe. Sword. Axe. Sword.
Such ferocity! The champion is ruthless
Sight.
indeed!
Bait.
My reign is absolute! I will not lose! The tyrant altered his form! He looks even more tyrannical than before! Know the folly of challenging me
I can
unenhanced!
place it.
And they're back in action! Can they turn the tide?
Avery!
I don't know how you guys and not
What a display of power! He's unleashed the full might of the behemoth! Now force! Oh, he split the ring in half! We're going to need urgent repairs! fighting spirit!
You can go north, yep.
Yes!
Go west. Pop sprint. Go left.
And now he's thrown the ring! What absurd strength! The ring shall presently be restored.
Fuck on DPS here.
The power of feral souls makes the Arcadian what it is.
Two-way.
Why did that happen?
You guys have to be outside of the hitbox. It's the two closest people.
Such potent magic!
Oh.
But will they be enough to turn the tide?
Hilarious.
But if you guys are too close, you'll still kill each other.
Yeah, this isn't range.
Oh, to deflect between
Just let-
mortal pride and mortal resolve!
Just stand on the outside of the hitbox.
Yeah, it's just what one person is.
Cool. I'm gonna keep going. I don't know who else wants to just keep going as well.
Do not underestimate the Arcadian!
We're probably gonna have to replace Caster. I think we're done.
Is anyone leaving? Is anyone have to leave?
Gilly
I
has
kind of
to
have
be
work
right.
to
Yeah, all good. Yep, we'll need it.
do.
Yep, take it easy.
Anyone else leaving?
No, I'll stick around.
Okay.
Oh, man. Yeah, Narg, I will finish Fire Emblem, don't worry. But, more importantly, no, dude, it's not happening tonight. Saturday, probably, is the next day I could play it, because tomorrow's Fallout. Unless you want me to sack Fallout for Fire Emblem. Why is Viv cheering for Fire Emblem? I hate this. Whatever, I'll play it tomorrow then. People want me to play Fire Emblem Engage tomorrow? Okay, sure, dude. Well, today you get to eat a dick. We're playing Tyrant. Of course, because it's always Tyrant Prog. It doesn't matter if you've cleared the tier, if you've cleared Kefka, you could always go back and re-prog Majestic Meteor. Because I was so pissed. Awful. No one wants me to be happy. The only person that wants me to be happy is me. That's the problem with reality. The only person who will be your #1 self-advocate is you, motherfucker. If you're not your own self-advocate, no one will be. True facts. But I bought FE. Yeah, I didn't know how bad Engage was going to be. I wouldn't have bought it otherwise. What do you want from me? If I had known what I was getting into, I wouldn't have bought it. That's like the majority of the games I play and end up hating. But a game can have like a bad part or two and I think it's worth it. You know? Like, I thought Metaphor ReFantazio was great until you get to the final dungeon and then they expect you to grind for like 50 fucking hours. Like, what? No, I'm not gonna spoil it. It's just they expect you to do a massive old school grind at the fucking end, like Final Fantasy III. And I was like, why would they do this? It's stupid. Unless you know precise strats. It's ridiculous. It's a great game, by the way, 100%. And I could have sat there and done another 5 hours of grinding, but I was like, dude, like, this is completely out of pace. If I had had to grind the whole game, then maybe I would have said, okay, this is expected. I kind of know I'm going to do it. The fact that it was just shoved in there right at the fucking end pissed me off. So I was like, I'm not doing it. And fortunately, I was able to squeak by and not have to do it. Fire Emblem Engage is just torture, 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 torture. Oh, maybe a little bit of fun. Louis gets to cheese. Torture, 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 torture. Boot to fucking face, whip to back, torture. Just awful. It's one of the worst Fire Emblem games I've ever played, and not because it looks bad. It looks great. And you know the final mission is just going to be ass-fuckingly stupid, which is why you guys want me to play it. I built the wrong audience. I should have just played Metroid all day. Metroid, and I should have been a Nintendo streamer. Only, exclusively. And then one day randomly show up on stream playing like Wolfenstein or some shit. No, it's on the Switch. Literally, it would be within my parameters. Yeah, I made the mistake. Awful. I started playing Fate Samurai Remnant. It plays like Last Ronin, except anime, no stamina bar. What's Last Ronin? Is that Ninja Turtle game? Did that even come out yet? The Last Ronin. Oh, you mean Rise of the Ronin. Yeah, I played that one. It was okay. Some of my favorite Souls-likes in the last couple of years are like Stranger of Paradise. Now, Stranger of Paradise is one of my favorite Souls-likes. Because if you're perfect on your parrying, you could just infinitely parry. I fucking love that about Soul Shield. That shit was so fun. And that's why we'll never get a sequel. Ever in a million years. I'm gonna die first. I had too much fun. Letting you use Darkseid as a Dark Knight with Knuckles was incredibly broken. Basically just boxed my way through the entire Final Fantasy genre. It was so good. You can't have that much chat energy in a single game, man. It just doesn't work. Yeah, like, I don't know, man. I don't have to put my balls in a blender anymore for games. Like, I'll play a hard game, you know, but I don't want to sit here and spend like 5 hours on a boss anymore. Like, I did that with Elden Ring, and realistically, the only thing I found out is that strength builds in Elden Ring suck massive veiny cock, and they're incredibly unbalanced in the bad way. And for some reason, you can't transition bosses on a critical hit, which makes absolutely zero sense. So they have to take an extra hit, to the point that I would down Millennia one hit away from transition and not do the critical hit and wait for her to stand up and catch her as she tried to jump back. That was actually more efficient than actually landing the critical hit and praying I could hit her again. All those little tiny, like, small bits and pieces all fucking boil over. It's just not fun for me to do that. I tried the fucking Metaphor final boss for like 5 hours, and I was like, yeah, no, I'm done. Like, I don't know. It's gotta be something worthwhile to me that feels reasonable and not just bullshit. Unfortunately, RPGs tend to never really have a very smooth finale. It's always, like, the game, I think, that has the best finales is the Tales series. I feel like every Tales boss, I don't think I've ever had to grind in a Tales game. Ever. I think I've played my entire life and never had to grind in a Tales game, not once. Final Fantasy, I've had to grind. Fucking Western games, I've had to grind. I don't really count a ton of Western RPGs, though, because Western RPGs don't adhere themselves to the level up system as strictly. So, like, Mass Effect just scales to your level, and levels might as well not even exist half the time in Elder Scrolls. Even Pokemon I've had to do grinding in. Basically, pre-Gen 5 Pokemon, you kind of had to do grinding in, potentially. Especially, like, RSE. I remember getting to the end of Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald and being like, damn, I actually have to grind now. Not so much Emerald, because you could just catch Rayquaza, and just, he more or less smokes it. And, like, in Sapphire, I haven't played through Sapphire since I was a kid, because I've had the same save since I was literally, like, 8 or 9. But technically, with Sapphire, you could just use Kyogre, and Kyogre basically destroys the entirety of the Elite Four by itself. Groudon cannot do that, unfortunately, because Groudon just sucks. The grand irony is that Groudon will be much better, and probably is better in Omega Ruby, because you can Mega Evolve it, and you can give it its unique ability, which makes it immune to waters. And so therefore Glacia can't do anything, because Ice will hit neutrally, because it'll become part Fire, and Groudon's Mega Evolution ability prevents it from taking damage from water at all. So Glacia gets completely hard countered by Groudon, most likely, and then, like, I don't know. Just being able to teach Kyogre Thunder and Ice Beam just breaks Sapphire. There's just no counterplay to that. Glacia gets down by Thunder, and this dude with the dragons gets destroyed by Ice Beam. And if you have any Thunder left, you just use it on Wallace. Sorry, on Steven. Steven is actually the only wall left. But that's the problem. When you play through a Pokemon game back before there was experience distribution, it was kind of brutal. You end up playing through the whole game using one Pokemon, and that's like it. That's your ace and your only team. So that's why I kind of like the experience sharing. I don't like the EV sharing. I think the EVs should be pooled, and you should be able to apply EVs as you see fit, right? It should be like you go in a menu, it's like, here's 6 bubbles, and that's where all your EVs are stored, as opposed to just instantly applying them. It should be like, oh, this Pokemon has stored up this many EVs, and then you can just like apply them. I don't know if you want to have like a back and forth where you could take them away in that menu or whatever, but that's why leveling in Pokemon sucks now. Basically, the Pokemon you play the game with are guaranteed to suck. But like in a really specifically avoidable bad way. Because you can't turn off experience gain. Anyway. This is not a Pokemon rant. I didn't really have to grind much in BDSP, but the round 2 for BDSP is really brutal, and I've never done it. And I kind of just don't care to ever really play BDSP again. Unless there's some emergent reason to play it, I really don't care to play BDSP anymore. Which sucks, because there was a time when I would just boot up my Switch and I just played Brilliant Diamond. Just for the hell of it, because I liked it. Even though it was the most flawed remake they've ever made, at least it was kind of fun. Oh well. Like, how are they going to remake two of the most popular and famous Pokemon games and then let their mascots have their Mega Evolutions or their changed forms in a completely separate game that's like damn near a spin-off? Like, you know how fucked that is? There was just no thought or love put into Brilliant Diamond, Shining Pearl. That's why nobody fucking likes it and nobody talks about it anymore. Like, genuinely, they should have released Arceus and then released Brilliant Diamond. Like, that shit needed a whole extra year to cook. It's missing the platinum content besides a handful of things. It's worse than Crystal in every way. Because remember, Heart Gold Soul Silver had all the Crystal elements. The only thing I didn't like was Lyra's redesign. I kind of like that Crystal was, like, specifically blue. And then Lyra just feels boring. She's no Chris, that's for sure. Like, Ethan is, like... I don't know, man. That 90s artwork is just unbeatable. Something about the way that Ethan is just dressed is just, like, do or die. That's, like, peak glamour right there. But yeah, I can't play a Disgaea game, man. It's too memey. Anyway, I'm gonna run to the bathroom real quick before we get people. Is Fate Samurai related to the Fate series, dude? What is it even on? I've never even heard of this game until you mentioned it. Oh well. It's like when everyone tells me to play Grand Blue, and I'm like, Grand Blue? I have Grand Blue at home. What do you think I'm playing right now? I mean, playing might be a stretch of the English language, considering I don't even have hands on the controller. I've never met a shield healer a day in my life, obviously. I don't know where they went. They all went extinct. Someone told them they actually had to cast while healing, and they just all simply died out instantly, just all at once. It looked like the fucking third or fourth or whatever impact in Evangelion. Meanwhile, the rest of us tank mains are over here like, gee, I wonder if I'll still be employed in another couple of weeks. What is it with every fucking game and fucking up the tank roll? Like, Overwatch fucks up the tank roll. Warcraft can barely keep them balanced sometimes. Like, you see the absolute insane fucking numbers out of WoW. And then this game, they just randomly drink some of that fucking juice. Like, all the major games are at a party. They all drank the fucking stupid juice, and we're like, damn, maybe we should just fuck the roll up. Imagine the fucking Reddit and forum outburst if we had WoW tier balancing in this game. Could you imagine, even for just 2 weeks, the entire meta is just like Bastion Dark Knight and everything else is basically never touched? Could you imagine? 65% of tanks were Brewmasters, dude. And then another 30% were fucking Guardian. That's insane. 95% of the tanks were 2 classes out of 6. Not even close to fucking representative. At least Gunbreaker hovers around 20%. And Dark Knight hovers around like 30. So there's like about 30, like 32, 33, 35. Or no, is it Dark Knight or Paladin? It depends. Last tier Paladin was outshining Dark Knight. Warrior actually was equal. It was literally like a couple dozen more Warrior parses than Dark Knight parses. It was crazy. Goon-heartedly, wholeheartedly, cold-heartedly, hot-heartedly, iron-heartedly. Okay. Look, chat, let me tell you a secret. I fucking hate this raid tier. And if it was up to me, which it's not, I would just skip this fight every fucking week. I don't even care anymore. I'm at the point where I just want to do Lindworm and get the fuck out of this tier. And if I got Lindworm's mount on the first run, I would literally never go back. Like, objectively, I would just fucking quit this tier. I'm not having fun anymore. After that fucking double surfer bro fuckfest we had on Tuesday, I never want to fucking play that fight again. Genuinely. But I'll do it for the glamour that I'll never wear. So I guess, who's the real idiot at the end of this sad, sad story? Who's the real fucktard? Surprise, bitch! It's me. It's crazy how Nier Automata has one of the best action game systems, and instead of everyone copying it, they just copy Dark Souls over and over. Fantastic. Did you happen to play Hololive Dream? Oh, it's for Haruna. Haruna's in this party, by the way. Everyone's here. We're just waiting to see if we could get a fucking shield healer. The gang's all here, just, you know, tired, sick, annoyed. Wishing I was on a nice warm beach on an eternal noonday, while hot women bring me, you know, burritos and chips with just the right amount of spicy salsa, and sodas while they play volleyball for my entertainment. And then at night, you know, it's like one of those like beachfront like bars. You know, we're getting food, so they got tables. You know, it's basically like if you went back to Tuliolol and you went to the taco stand on the beach, something like that. But you know, we got like dancing and you know everyone's having a good time and just you know just like, what the fuck, dude. There is a fucking God and he hates me. I'll play the fucking game. I hope they're here for a taxi. Okay, now for these dudes' sake, I don't hope that. For my sake, I hope so. Now I have to play the video game. I was in my element. For 30 seconds, I could pretend that I wasn't alive in this stupid fucking reality. And then, just like that, it was gone. Just like that. This game is self-harm with more steps. Alright, party people. My beach party with exotic women awaits. Let's kill this fucker.
One shot.
Alright, ultimate weapons, wipe, incoming.
Nope, one shot. Believe it.
At long last, the decisive match against the Grand Champion!
You're not Naruto.
Will the challenger triumph and seize the tyrant's throne?
First, I shall take your measure.
Spread.
Show me your footwork.
Scythe. Sword. Axe.
Absolute brutality! The champion's power is unmatched!
Behold, the essence of martial mastery. There is much more to come.
It's a stack. Axe. Scythe.
On their down, can they recover from them?
Sword. Bait. This is gonna be a spread. Oh lord. Are we done? Yeah, we're done. Just like it.
Oh, the challengers holding their own.
We won't even make it to ultimate weapons. Black Rage, congrats. Good thing we didn't bet.
Oh man. I assume we would just kill him. It's that simple.
Ah, you see, I never have a mouse disconnect.
At long last,
Controller
the decisive
supremacy,
match
yes.
against the Grand Champion! Will the challenger triumph and seize the tyrant's throne?
First, I shall take your measure.
Party stack. Tank spread.
Show me your footwork.
Scythe. Sword. Axe.
Absolute brutality! The champion's power is unmatched!
Behold, the essence of martial mastery. There is much more to come.
Axe. Sword. Scythe, run. Bait. This will be spreads. Nice.
Oh, the challengers holding their own.
It has been a long time since I've enjoyed myself so. How about this?
Oh, it's tyranny time, folks. He knows no mercy, and he's never tasted defeat.
I need him. Where is he? Oh, he's falling. Goodbye. Oh, I didn't die. Yay.
Oh dear, the challengers do not win.
Be dying.
There was no mitt.
Panheimer. Tenaton or whatever it is. Tenon.
At long last, the decisive match against the Grand Champion! Will the challenger triumph and seize the tyrant's throne?
First, I shall take your measure.
Party spread.
Show me your footwork.
Sword. Axe. Scythe.
Absolute brutality! The champion's power is unmatched!
Behold, the essence of martial mastery. There is much more to come.
Sword. Scythe. Axe. Bait. This will be stacked.
Oh, the challengers holding their own.
It has been a long time since I've enjoyed myself so. How about this?
Oh, it's tyranny time, folks. He knows no mercy, and he's never tasted defeat.
Party stacked.
No more holding back. Prepare yourself, unenhanced warrior.
Sword.
I beg your pardon. What is he going to do with all those weapons?
Axe. Scythe. Scythe again. Sword.
Such ferocity! The champion is ruthless indeed!
Axe. Bait.
My reign is absolute. I will not lose.
The tyrant altered his form! He looks even more tyrannical than before!
Know the folly of challenging me unenhanced.
And they're down! Can they recover from this?
I will not yield my throne.
What a display of power! He's unleashed the full might of the behemoth!
Yeah, it's enraged.
Now, fall.
Why would you even... Picked a really bad time to stop drinking. Should take a shot every time we wipe.
At long last, the decisive match against the Grand Champion! Will the challenger triumph and seize the tyrant's throne?
First, I shall take your measure.
Party stack.
Show me your footwork.
Sword. Scythe. Axe.
Absolute brutality! The champion's power is unmatched!
Behold, the essence of martial mastery. There is much more to come.
recover from this?
Raising the time. Sword. Scythe, which I'm not gonna make. No, it's done. Yeah, this party's cooked. I'm letting you know now.
Oh, the challengers holding their own.
What do you want to do? Go in or call it?
Up to you.
Something's wrong with this card.
One more. Alright, that's fine.
At long last, the decisive match against the Grand Champion! Will the challenger triumph and seize the tyrant's throne?
First, I shall take your measure. Show me your footwork.
Scythe. Axe. Sword.
Absolute brutality! The champion's power is unmatched!
Behold, the essence of martial mastery. There is much more to come.
Sword. Axe. Scythe. Bait. Spread. There you go.
Oh, the challengers holding their own.
It has been a long time since I've
Oh, he's gonna
enjoyed
be mad
myself
about
so. How about this?
That's okay. I can survive it. It'll be bad if you have it.
And he's never tasted defeat.
This is party stack.
No more holding back. Prepare yourself, unenhanced warrior.
Sword.
I beg your pardon. What is he going to do with all those weapons?
Axe. Scythe again. Axe.
Such ferocity! The champion
Sword.
is ruthless indeed!
Bait.
My reign is absolute. I will not lose.
The tyrant altered his form! He looked even more tyrannical than before! standing!
Know the folly of challenging me unenhanced.
Upgrading it at all.
What a display of power! He's unleashed the full might of the behemoth!
Now fall!
I forgot we have ready buffs.
Oh, he split the ring in half! We're going to need urgent repairs! Who knew they'd been felled with a vengeance?
Okay. Whose reprisal is this? I don't know where this guy is placing his shit.
Try this.
East, east, east. Top sprint. Right.
And now he's blown the ring! What absurd strength!
I'm here.
Ahem! The ring shall presently be restored. And they're down. Can they recover from this?
No shields going in fair.
The power of feral souls makes the Arcadian what it is.
Four-way. Wait, you're blocking it for me? Okay.
Oh, shit.
Now we're done.
dear, the challenger's pulled up.
Yeah, it's cooked.
Oh, 'tis a clash between Battle Pride and Mortal Resolve. Either side could come out on top.
Whatever.
Calling it?
Yeah, that's enough.
Yeah, I'm losing my focus.
I mean, I'll keep going, but it is what it is.
I'm making mistakes I don't make.
It is what it is, folks.
If you want to keep going, I'll pass you lead.
I already bounced.
Okay.
Enrage to clear, re-clear Hector, nobodies. Hector, the usual strats, be base. They already have a warrior. Need MT is like a fucking... Oh my god, there's not a single party that wants a warrior, dude. I don't know how to do this fight on fucking Dark Knight. Are you kidding me?
Who's?
What?
I was gonna bring it with the party, but I don't know if you want to try doing that or not. On Tuesday, if we can't clear 11, we just keep doing it until we clear it. And Thursday will be like M12 day.
I mean, sure, we could try that. I got nothing against it.
Yeah, because Tuesday is just like the best day to get that shit done.
Yeah, like I would just, yeah, usually you pound out the shit you haven't cleared on Tuesday.
Yeah, like Thursday we're getting a lot of the riffraffs of whatever was left over, which is not great.
Well, it is what it is. Nothing you can really do.
Yeah. Alright, well if you're okay with it, I'll bring it up at the party, see if they're okay with it.
Yeah, he doesn't want to party with me. It's done.
Alright, peace.
Yeah, peace. Take it easy. Everyone else bounced. It's over, dude. It's so fucking over. Yo. This game is truly a wild experience. There's nothing that compares to it on the planet. $500K for clear, damn. Oh well, it is what it is. That's just another day rating on this game. You can't always win. In fact, frequently you typically just don't. It used to be worse. Sometimes it gets better. Typically it doesn't. It is what it is. There's nothing you can do about it. What even is the Dark Knight opener? It's like pot into dash. That's what I've been doing. Because you gotta be in melee range to use edge anyway. You know what? Should I just get the Dark Knight sword first and then come back and do this? Because like I'm kind of just gimping myself if I have to play a off class with a shittier weapon. I probably should just go do that. As you can see, for once, all the tank slots are filled. Like, every single one of them. All of them. Man, you just kind of get to the end of a fight and you're just like, I don't care. I just don't. At all. We had 1 in Rage Pull. I'm just very curious to see where I fucking ranked on it, but I don't know. Yeah, I mean, it is what it is. This is what happens when you make every single mechanic in a fight a body check, and the entire fight is bottom heavy. Okay, hold on a second. Oh, hold on a second. No, not dismount. Leave. And where are they? What happened to them? Where'd they go? $500K for chest, rest free for all. Let's fucking go, boys. Mercs. Put on that bandana. Did I leave the voice chat? Yeah, I did. Everyone bounced, dude. They were out of there. Today was one of those depressing days. Yeah, I mean, that's what they do with these fights now, is that, you know, they always constantly, people always say, oh, it's easy, 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 and then you go in the Party Finder and you wipe at it for 5 hours straight because it very obviously isn't. But there's just a huge divide of people that are, like, really good on this game, and then people that are just average. And unfortunately, the MMO genre might be one of the few genres where finding a good balance is just basically impossible. Like, you're just not going to. It's impossible to balance the MMO genre for everybody. Because at the tippy top, you'll have the real hardcore gamers who never miss a beat and never mess anything up. And then at the bitty bottom, you're going to have the people that barely can do it. And I mean, even Savage, which is like 25 to 30% of the player base, even that has such a ridiculous skill gradient. It's just impossible. So it is what it is. Nothing you could really do about it. Alright, well, I'll be back. Okay, I'm back. We still don't have... Do we gain anyone? I have no idea. Anyway, it is what it is. Wait, who's what? One of these dudes is a tank. I don't know who. I can only imagine what Evercold raids are going to be like. I don't know. You think they'll be easy because it's Final Fantasy VII themed? I literally said I wasn't going to the bathroom. I put my fucking pork in the oven. So now I'll set a timer for it, which will go off after the stream is done, for sure. Sounds like a euphemism. No, not everything I say is a euphemism. That's for damn sure. I wish I could realistically just walk into my kitchen and show you. Why the silence? There's nothing to say. I'm reading something though. I'm not looking at chat. Okay. I want you to understand and accept that it wasn't your fault. At first, I thought he was doing one of those things where it's like, oh, you know, like the accident was 30 years ago, man. It's time to let it go. You know, it's time to wake up. And then I realized he's talking about me getting diddled on a fucking train, dude. Good lord. I think meeting with reality is understanding that 99% of the time you will absolutely. You know what? Never mind. I'm not even gonna talk about it. Fuck that. That's not happening on this stream. Am I trying to sound PC for the lady with the nice voice from earlier? Well, one, Avery already has a boyfriend. And two, no, I'm not. I just wasn't going to indulge your weird fantasy of bad things happening to me on a train. Good lord. That's why I almost don't even stream my raids, ever. And three, she's Canadian. Make of that what you will. Ah, that was the joke. Black Rage is also Canadian. And Dax is Texan. And this dude is literally like on the other end of the continent. It's really crazy how the continent's formed in such a way that, like, in order to sail, you have to sail around massive landmass. That's how you know the world was, like, shittily designed. Because realistically, you should have, like, really big sea lanes between, like, every continent. Unfortunately, we don't live in, like, a glorious world like Wind Waker or some shit, where there's, like, lots of sailing you could do. I mean, I guess that's good for human migration and shit, but it's kind of bad from a fantasy standing. What's wrong with Canadians? Too far away. I'm not talking about you, I mean Haruna. Haruna's like literally on like the bottom part of South America. Not the bottom, because that thing looks like a fucking chicken drumstick. You get what I mean, though. The only thing that sucks is just like internet around the world fucking sucks, man. I mean, internet in parts of America sucks still. Like, obviously as a New Yorker, you know, and as a New Yorker that doesn't live in the fucking ass-eating Bronx, like, you kind of have good stuff, and I have to remember sometimes that not everyone has, like, single millisecond ping on, like, a lot of games. Like, it really is brutal, man. Internet here is great now. I cannot wait for the next time you lag out. I'm gonna remember this. In fact, he earned it. I said he earned it. Pin. Famous last words someday. I'm just unlucky I live far away from servers. I mean, that is true. But I mean, would it be any better if this game had like a massive like Spanish population? I don't know. Yeah, that is true. Your connection has been better than Dax. Dax will be streaming on Discord, and then he'll just lag out. It'll just be gone, and I'm like, yeah, it just sucks. Don't have more Spanish communities, leave them out. This is the guy that lives in Peru. You don't even have to listen to me. I'm not even on some build the wall shit. I'm the one wondering if it'll be a good thing if we have like a Spanish dub for this game and everything. Because imagine being a pure Spanish speaker in any context at all. Like, basically imagine not knowing like one of the key languages of the world, right? You basically have to learn English, like by default. You have no choice. You have to. Especially if you want to play games, you have to learn English almost. If you wanted to play this game and you're a Spanish speaker, whether you're from Spain or wherever else in the you know, Central America or South America, you basically have to learn how to speak English, or at least read it. I guess you don't have to learn how to speak it, but you can read it. I've had people tell me they learned English from watching stuff, you know, like they would watch anime and shit. I think Rune and I come from the same cloth. Yeah, I don't think so. I learned English only because I've been playing games since really young. Yeah, see? A lot of people just kind of learn English just because. If you want to enjoy, like, unfortunately, there's not really like a Mexican or Central American or South American game development sphere, I don't think. What is the one game I know of that was like Spanish developed? I can't even think of it. That's more me than the fact that the game isn't memorable, but there's one game out there for sure that is like Spanish-centric, you know? Your mom's American? What the fuck? What kind of crazy lore dump is this? Meanwhile, I had Spanish classes for forever, and when I finally started to get good at it, they didn't give... I didn't have Spanish class senior year. I was actually starting to get pretty decent at it in junior year, and then we just didn't have Spanish senior year because they scaled back our hours to almost the bare minimum that we needed to take. Basically, in senior year, there were only 4 classes you needed to pass. I don't even remember what they were. It was like English, gym. I can't even remember the last 2. It wasn't math, I don't think. Now, I passed all my classes, but my point is, like, there were a handful, like, it was only like 4 classes, like economics, I think, and government. So if you pass those, congratulations, you win. That's why senior year, I had so much time to make content. I had so much time to make content senior year of high school because basically I'd come home, do the handful of work I needed to do, and then just buzz off, basically, just piss off. So I would get home, unless I had one of my usual, like, project days, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, I'd get home at, like, 2, and I'd have my work done by, like, 4, maybe even earlier, depending. And then I would just go record for, like, 4 or 5 hours. Because remember, back then, there was no Discord. So basically, once you went home, that was it. You just went home. I mean, there was Xbox Live and shit, sure, but, you know, Discord is very different compared to Xbox Live, you know? It's a completely different animal, sitting on a Discord lobby all day. You remember when Discord added streaming? So back in the day, like 2018, 2019-ish, before Discord added streaming, what we would do is we would use NVIDIA SharePlay, and then we'd just watch. I would just watch people play. I watched Surgster play Overwatch for fucking hours. Because basically what I'm doing right now at 14, he would do with Overwatch to try to rank up. And then remember, Discord added, you could get the link for your shit before it actually dropped, like, the official streaming update. You could get the link for it, and you could watch someone stream using that. I remember that just for, like a month or 2. And then they added streaming, and streaming on Discord is genuinely one of the most revolutionary things ever, which is how I know it's going to get fucked one day. Enjoy it while it lasts. It's too strong right now. Apparently, there's a mix of German merchants, engineers, farmers, and high-ranking soldiers from my dad's side. And no Catholic cockfighters. What? I didn't know you were part Cuban. See, now I'm getting tired, man. Like, what the fuck do you want me to do? I'm getting tired now. One thing I was forced to do when I was very, very young was I was forced to read a lot. and then not just read, but read it back to my mom. So she would sit me down and make me read things, and this sounds like torture. And if I tell her like, yeah, we used to do these things, she acts like I'm saying like I was tortured or something. No, I'm pointing out the fact that it was something I did. So from a very young age, I had to learn how to read and read like really well. And then I would read every laundry day. I would read to my grandma. This is back when Windows 98 was the dominant operating system. It really is crazy to think like pre like 2002, like you could kind of see every year of like the golden years of America, things slowly getting peeled back. It's a shame. It's a damn shame, too. Whew. Ah. I went through books like Paper Shred through early infancy, and I talk here and get brain rot from poorly translated doujins. I mean, I don't know, man. You're basically the male version of what we have here with all the white women reading like Minotaur Milking Farms and 50 Shades of Grey. Like, Minotaur Milking Farms is like the Five Nights at Freddy's for smutcore. Like, it kind of fed off of its own, like, notoriety. I guess in this case it will be more closer to infamy. Not the worst thing in the world. I don't even hate that it exists. I just hate the double standard. Like, if they can read that, you know, you should be allowed to read your crazy whatever doujins, you know? I don't really care. Is this the same grandpa with the axe? I never understood cockfighting or dogfighting. That just seems like low tier behavior. Like, for real. Beyond the fact you're hurting animals, like, what the fuck? Like, I'm supposed to watch two chickens, or they're not chickens, two roosters peck the shit out of each other? Like, really? I guess if you have nothing else to do, maybe that's the most entertainment you get, but someone would have to explain that one to me, and you're not gonna really succeed. I just don't get it at all. Seems like a waste. Is there some reason? It just seems like a waste. Because it is. That's like how I view pit bull owners. It's like, you guys are just sitting on literal ticking time bombs. Pit bulls aren't even the strongest, like, jaw strength dogs. But they just have the shortest fuse. Pit bulls are not the strongest dog. But there's this video that gets passed around occasionally. This pit bull bit some poor little kid. You know, it was just out and about. This was it in Manhattan? It was in New York. I don't know if it was in Manhattan. Yeah, and they don't relent. That's the other thing. Pit bulls do not let go. Yeah, that shit would not let go. I think some dude had to start choking out the fucking pit bull. It's a video. You see, I saw it on Reddit. I was like, yo, we're posting pit bull hate on Reddit, bro? This next level bullshit, man. What the fuck is even going on in America? Thankfully, guns remain effective. I mean, the reality is there's just a lot of dog breeds that are just not good, man. There's just a lot of dog breeds that just suck. Like, pit bulls are incredibly short-tempered, can't control themselves, bite down on small children and other dogs, attack them like crazy, and pit bulls will maul the shit out of somebody, man. Like, pit bulls can amputate. They just go nuts. I don't know why we allow people to own pit bulls, man. I just don't. I don't know what possesses someone to own pit bulls, and then also have a kid in the house. It's like you might as well just put a fucking bomb in the crib. Like, why would you have a pit bull if you're gonna have kids? How will you even feel safe with a pit bull? You know, there's breeds that are more loyal, more safe, all kinds of stuff. Why? I don't know. It's like how, you know, like pugs have skulls that are too small, but that doesn't really affect them, and they're like one of those small, like wiener dogs and chihuahuas. It's like, what damage are they going to do? Something. It'll be annoying. It'll be maybe something you got to get disinfected, maybe even stitched, but it's not gonna. You're not gonna die from a chihuahua attack unless you're completely crippled and unable to get away or kick or do something. You were approached by a stray pit bull or just a stray dog? Fucking hell. I'm not fighting well unless I have a car height advantage and a projectile weapon? No, I don't blame you. The fact is they're just overrepresented for dog attacks, man. And if you've ever seen someone try to recover from a pit bull attack, man, we are not in the Mass Effect timeline yet. You look, it's just a permanent disfigurement. Let's say that. And I don't want people to be disfigured. I just think that pit bulls are just not acceptable. Every time, man, I just see someone with a pit bull. Dude, I told you this story about when I was up in at the animal shelter when I was taking one of my turtles out to be cremated, and then this dog came out of the back. This fucking pit bull, man. This fucking dog was like all over everybody in the room, and I'm like, dude, your dog, like, they barely got the dog out of the, you know, like the doors leading to the back, and this dog was already trying to hop on everyone in the room. It was like fucking nuts. Is this really a stream? Am I dreaming? Yes, it is. Ask Haruna if he's still here. Haruna knows what this is like. That's why this just basically became the Q&A hour. No one's here. It's just you, me, and Dupree. This is what it's like pugging in this game. You will literally sit around for 2 hours waiting for a party to fill. This game is either boring as fuck or outrageously infuriating. It depends who you play with. If you play with competent people or have a static that, you know, has all the members and you get together every week and whatever, this game is incredibly fun. The problem is we haven't filled the 2 spots in our static, so it takes us a while to fill every day. And then we have to do one of the most frustrating fucking fights I think I've ever done in this game. Not because it's particularly complicated, it's because every single mechanic in the fight is an 8-man body check with incredibly tight windows for positioning and movement, with an incredibly punishing enrage. Like, basically, and I was gonna say this to Black Rage, I was like, Black Rage, if you take like a damage down or 2, we basically can't win the fight. Like, we basically lose, because all the other DPS are gonna take 1 or 2. And I've been telling Dax, like, bro, you gotta get better with the fucking sword, and you gotta get better with the, what's it called? The cross. Well, you know, what is it? Orbital Omen. You have to know how to do Orbital Omen. There's one pattern for Orbital Omen that is really bad, but every single Orbital Omen can be solved with at most 2 movements, or at least 1. If you get a single orbital movement, it's high risk, right? Because basically what it means is that the inner 2 squares, at least one of them gets crossed. Sometimes you'll be able to just stand and then wait 1 or go right away and then run over and then be done. Sometimes you'll have to dodge in between that one getting hit and the one you're standing on and starting at getting hit, which can be, it's high risk, because if you get hit by 2 of those and you're not a tank, you're basically dead, right? But it's worse than dying, as funny as that sentence is that damage down lasts 30 seconds. Brother, that is gonna fucking kill us. Especially if you're not a healer, that's gonna kill us. Like, basically, DPS cannot afford to A, die in this fight, and B, fuck up Orbital Omen. It's not possible. Browsing dating advice on Reddit while on the shitter is more entertaining. Do you really know how bad the dating advice is on Reddit? Are you sure? I guess he means ironically. Just to laugh at them, fair. Wait, you go on Reddit and actually read that shit? No, dude, you're literally brain rotting yourself. You know, I've developed this term. I call it Reddit reality. Originally, I made it, funnily enough, for the 2024 election, and now I just, like, springboarded it onto really stupid Final Fantasy takes, and now I just use it for anything on Reddit. It's just really funny. I just call it Reddit reality. It is just completely divorced from any semblance of the real world. It's like people who, like for example, it's easy to talk about with 14, because with 14, you could just read people's comments and know if they play the game or not. You don't even need to check their FF logs, because obviously not like, imagine if every single person that rated Savage on this game posted on r/FFXIV or XIV discussion. Like, come on, you already know that's not true. So anyway, like, Reddit reality is just this really fucking crazy thing. It'll be like, this Pictomancer is the only class that's viable. And then, you know, it's like, okay, yeah, they got a little bit of things going for them, and then they'll demand Picto gets buffed, while telling you on the other hand, Pictomancer's the most broken class in the game. So it's like, well, what do you want? You want Picto to get buffed again while it's already broken? But then they'll complain when no one plays Black Mage. So then they'll fix Black Mage. And then it's like, well, wait a minute, hold on a second. Well, now they fixed the class, and it has some of the highest play rates it's ever seen in its role in the game's history. And you're going to turn around and say that's bad. Like, well, what do you want? You know, like every time they rework a class, it gets a massive amount of people playing it, even if it's not top DPS in its role, right? When they reworked Summoner, Summoner wasn't top DPS in its role. Black Mage was. But people wanted to play Summoner because it was new. And there's a lot of new bias here. Pictomancer right now is literally the least played class. When I checked it last week, it was the least played class in the game across all Savage Wars. The least played in the entire game, even Reaper. Reaper is actually a healthy class. I actually never play with Reapers. I mean, I mostly play with Black Rage and Yeli, but I almost never play with it. Sometimes I wonder if it's you buying the keyboard on Kotaku in action. I mean, maybe. I used to comment there a lot before my perma. Did you get a global Reddit ban, or did you just get permit off Kotaku in action? Because I couldn't imagine how the fuck you get banned off Kotaku in action. That's like one of the most right subs on the fucking platform. It's like Critical Drinker, Asmongold. You got a global perma. What got you permanently banned off of a Reddit? Did you criticize someone you shouldn't have? Oh, knowing you, you definitely said some crazy shit. YouTube won't let me say it. Ah, fuck. See, this is why you need to use Discord. You could just DM it to me and I wouldn't read it, but I'll be like, oh, yeah, that probably makes sense. See, but I know you don't want to use Discord to hang out on or whatever. But like the shit like you post on Discord, I don't know, man. You gotta pick your poison. Oh my god! You got a perma off Reddit. That's fucking crazy. That's fucking wild, dude. Look, guys, I really want to do this, man. Like, I'm not tired, right? It's just I'm annoyed. Maybe I just do this tomorrow and just do it. But I'm going outside tomorrow. Fuck, dude. I have to set an alarm because I actually have to get up. I guess I can't stay up super late tonight because I'm allegedly going outside tomorrow with How Original. So. I'm surprised that you aren't on fucking 4chan saying that. Yo, someone posted the late 90s translucent tech era that we lost forever. Yeah, remember when, were they even called, what were they, iMacs? Mac OS 9? Where it had like the translucent shit, man. The 90s, you want to know what someone posted, funnily enough on Reddit? Someone posted the reason why the 70s, the 80s, the 90s, and the 2000s were so awesome was because boomers designed an era for boomers to raise children. Well, boomers are no longer designing anything. Now they just want to sit around and leech everything. So now you have the angry millennials and the angry Gen Xers, you know, running around doing weird shit. Oh, well, yeah, I mean, if you're gonna go and fucking left-wing subs and do all that, yeah, I can see why you got permit off of everything. Dude, I just want you to know, if you post on Kotaku in action, You get permabanned off of like 4 or 5 major subreddits. And then they send you this really sassy letter saying you need to bend the knee and apologize in a private mod DM. And then they say that Gamergate caused Jan 6th. Like, unironically. Then damn, maybe they should have left the fucking video games alone. You would think they'd leave the video games and the hentai alone, huh? They weren't exactly very smart about that one. I'll tell you that much. It's funny because back in 2014, when I started looking into all this shit, I was like, damn, you know, like, guys, this is gonna fuck up a lot of games. And all my friends were like, oh no, it won't. You're just, you're making a mountain out of a molehill. Now you have to wonder if the game you're actually about to buy is even made by the people that they say it's made by. They'll say, oh, made by the award-winning Studio Inc. And then you'll look into it and you'll find that Studio Inc. has none of the original cast, and it's just all like, it's just permanent HR developers. Not a single man in the fucking room. And then they'll try to tell you and they'll gaslight you. No, don't worry, it's just like the game. Have you guys seen this meme? Here, I'll find it. Hold on, I'll find this meme. Here, I'll pull it up. Here we go. I found it. You might have seen this meme occasionally, right? So I'll pull it up on the where the fuck do I go? Because of course I will. And I cite this meme all the fucking time because it's so fucking true. Reddit post, by the way. On r/explain the joke. This is me as a Resident Evil fan when they tell me, hey, we're making a Resident Evil movie. And I'm like, great. So it'll be just like the movie, right? Or it'll be just like Resident Evil, right? And then they do the Anakin and they look me in the face and I'm like, wait a minute. It'll be just like the movie, right? Right? Here, there's no better way to exemplify what they've done to modern entertainment than this. So they'll be like, what happened to Blue? And it'll be like, oh, Blue is an awesome game. I can't wait. I hope they make a movie out of it. And then they tell you, oh, we're going to make a movie out of it. So you go to see it and it's nothing. Blue, the movie, is all red. You know how many times this happens? It's like a meme unto itself, man. It's fucking disgusting, like genuinely. Like you'll really sit here for, oh, the party's done? Am I even going to queue up for another party? For real? You really sit here and you're like, damn, man, I really can't wait for them to... This is why I stopped asking for movies about all the games I like. This is what made me realize, like, wait a minute. Why do I need movies to validate gaming experience? You know, this isn't the 90s. We don't need to have shitty movies to validate whether or not a game is worth watching or playing or whatever. A game is worth watching or playing purely on its own benefits and merits. Not because it's it's been greenlit or whatever by a corporation that has no fucking idea what the hell they want to do with it. Like, that's not how video gaming should be. Games are valuable purely because they are art. And I don't mean to sound artsy-fartsy. I mean the way that you experience things, the way the story blends with something you physically, tangibly do. The way in some games you could even color the story depending on your actions. Like, that's fucking cool, man. And you don't get that from almost any other medium. And that's why gaming is just so unique in that regard. But unfortunately, you know, it is what it is. Now gaming has been co-opted and taken over. And honestly, we should have kept the fuck out of half of these normies. But what can you do? COVID was just that fucking powerful, man. I never knew that most people in America literally are incapable of staying inside. Not that would have done anything, but just from the principle, they had to get into gaming. And then you look at their gaming libraries, and they're the most depressing amalgamation of slop you've ever seen. Imagine if every day you wake up, and the only 4 games you could play are Fortnite, Call of Duty, 2K, and Grand Theft Auto 5. Like, dude, GTA 5 is a great game. There's no way it's as good as these fuckers make it out to be, like, genuinely. You would think that GTA was, like, seriously the only game on the fucking planet the way dudes talk about how good GTA is. It's, like, fucking wild to me.
He's used his feral powers to manifest a weapon. Oh, a brutal blow! But the contender is standing.
Like, imagine waking up every day and the only game you can fucking play is Grand Theft Auto. Like, dude, I like GTA 6. Sorry, I fucking hate that. I like Grand Theft Auto fucking 4. I could not imagine only ever playing Grand Theft Auto 4. That must be hell. Like, imagine that shit. Like, what would you even do all day? That online was not that good, man. I'm sorry. Oh, rip.
Oh my! Even the counters
Oh
have been
my!
and now they're crashing down all around.
Damn! You got hit too?
They're back on their feet. Let's see if they can stay standing.
Oh boy. Where's the other healer? Goodbye.
Boys are just rival flying. What fearsome strength.
I'm not afraid of dying. Ah, yeah, he put the dots, he didn't know. Dude, I'm telling you, it's really unfair that they fucking do that, man. That is evil as shit, I won't even lie to you. To do that to people who are only playing this game on a normal level is crazy. I would never have done that to them.
The challenger rises again. Can they turn this around? He's bounding from wall to wall.
I went to the tank spot out of instinct. Would you believe that shit? Haruna would. Oh my god. Run. I know he's new, but what the fuck? Oh, bullshit. You really have to pop sprint for that. Where's dash? Oh, I have no idea.
Oh dear, the challenger's fallen out of the wheel.
I have my dash on a very weird button. I don't know why it's there. I wish Perfect Balance turned into Masterful Blitz. I don't know why that's not a thing. Because you're never going to hit Masterful Blitz until you're done, and you can't activate Perfect Balance while you're in it. I don't know. That's one of those weird things about Monk that feels like intuitive. Why does Perfect Balance not turn into Masterful Blitz? What is it's not possible to hit it without having Perfect Balance up, and vice versa. If it's up, you can't use it out. That would drive me fucking insane, but I don't play this class enough, so in fairness, it's just mainly because I just don't play this shit enough.
The brute bomber must still be in there somewhere.
Ah, fuck, I didn't realize I had Formless. Oops.
Power of this monstrous fusion.
Fuck, he keeps spinning. this fight.
No, come on, man. It's the Brute Bomber. Abomination. Bang.
Why?
Alert.
Wait, I didn't hit. Whatever. I was having fun for half a second. Okay. What alliance rate am I even gonna get? I have to have a Bard redemption arc. Please do not give me something low level, please. I want something high so I could actually feel like I'm playing the video game. Like I have to be stimulated at this point. I don't want to just play. If I get like Crystal Towers shit, I'm gonna be really annoyed. As much as I love Final Fantasy III, I think they need to start forcing people to do the older content on this game. I'm sorry, I know that's going to make a lot of people really mad because a lot of people pride themselves on how little they can engage with this game, but fuck them, I'm tired of doing Crystal Tower. What? That was normal mode. That wasn't the fight I was even doing. That was normal mode. Trying to purchase my weapon since there's no parties up. Like, what am I supposed to join? Nothing. Enraged to clear. I'm not helping people. 1 million loot clear for one. Dude, it's like fucking midnight. I'm so cooked for this week, dude. Like, it just sucks. This fight is just fucking sucks, dude. Like, you just have to do the last 3 mechanics perfectly. Like, that's why this game, the skill gradient for this game is becoming so narrow, because the spread for being able to clear a fight is already insanely narrow. Like, Vamp Fatale just doesn't have enough health. Vamp Fatale is getting chunked because as the first fight, she's just the easiest. If people don't fuck up Vamp Fatale, you just kill the bitch. Like, what even happens in Vamp Fatale? Like, seriously. What even happens? You kill her at Undead Deathmatch now. No, it's not that everyone's a regard. It's that if you have one person fucking up, that's the end of the fight. You lose. That's the problem. So every single pull, it could be someone else that fucks up. Well, congrats, you never clear. You know, if you bait two-way and four-way incorrectly, congrats, you lose. The real danger is two-way. You actually want to pray for four-way fireball. You could ask Haruna. You want to see four-way fireball. Because four-way fireball is safe. Basically, you just stay in a line with your person, and as long as you don't go too far ahead or whatever, like, you're fine. But there's a lot of personal responsibility. There's a lot of positioning you have to do. And ranged, I feel like ranged players never have to really seriously do positioning, and they're getting punished hard in this fight. Like, Haruna will be out of position. Like, it'll be weapons 2, and he'll be way the fuck off, you know, doing the spread. And it'll be spread into Scythe. And this dude has to run across the entire fucking arena. And if you don't have sprint, you're just doomed. You just can't make it in time. So you have, like, that's why I mean, like, Tyrant is actually a hard fight. Because depending on where the weapons land, and depending on if it's spread or stack, you could be really out of position as a ranged. The only thing that you could do is basically cheat. You as a range, the only thing you could do is get in position like really, really well, and just like move around. Like, you could be completely way the fuck on the other side of the map, and you just don't have enough time if it's the first thing. That's why, unlike Surfer Bros, which is effectively the same fight every single time, I at least understand why people have trouble on Tyrant, because you could just get a bad pattern and die. But the problem is that people are taking damage downs and or deaths to orbital. To easy orbital patterns. And I'm like, dude, Orbital is fucking easy. Orbital should be like the easiest. Oh, great, we have double fucking Bard. You know what that means? The one time I don't play a melee, I should have just stayed on fucking Monk. I would have had more fun. Isn't that great? Yeah, can I join their alliance, please? Like, they don't have a Bard. Can I? Oh, well, look, I would play healer. I wish I could swap over. That would be nice. Unfortunately, I'm stuck here, and now I have to play Bard. This is why I don't ever play Bard, by the way. You're watching it right now. Because if you get double Bard, it's actually one of the worst combo pairings possible. Like, every other class... Like, because basically one of our songs is just not going to work. And there's not really much you could do about it, because if you were able to stack Bard songs, it would be broken. Imagine having Wanderer's Minuet up 90 seconds at a time. The fucking game would be a joke. Think about that for a minute. Imagine having Wanderer's Minuet up 45 seconds into the next dude's 45 seconds. What video game would we even be playing? You would just never lose. You have plus 1% damage for 90 seconds, and then it's down for 45 seconds, and then it's back up. And you would just cycle Radiant Finale, you know, for what, 40 seconds at a time every 2 minutes? Dude, the game would be so busted if you could have double Bard. It would put every caster out of business instantly overnight. It just would. It would be stupid. It would be incredibly stupid. Unfortunately, that means in random play like this, there's nothing that you can really do. So are they singing first? Because I'm trying to wait. Yeah, so they're going to sing first, and I'm just going to have to sing during mages, which is incredibly stupid, but what can I do in my life right now, right?
Here we go!
I don't even know what... I'm so clocked out of this raid, and it hasn't even begun, dude. Like, genuinely. Like, this raid hasn't even started, I already don't care. Never playing Bard again. Thankfully, Bard is going to get shit with Evolved, so I won't care anyway. Life is good like that sometimes.
Is that all you've got? Wait for it. Wait for it. Wait for it.
What the fuck?
Nerfine drop kick to your fat head.
Do I just Apex now? Like, what the fuck, dude? It completely fucks over everything I wanted to do with my life. I mean, I could give another party a go, but it's already midnight. Like, am I gonna find a better party this late at night? Like, probably not. Like, let's just be fucking honest. Probably not. Like, I think this whole fucking stream, today is just a wash. Today was just a day that happened in my life. It sucks. There's nothing you could do about it.
We're just getting started.
Like, what am I even gonna do now? Nothing. I don't even know, man. I'm so clocked out, it's not even funny. It's just depressing. Because we had a good run, and it was fucking tossed for nothing, man.
Wait for it. Auroral uppercut.
You're right, but I don't need the company of Women of the Night to make myself feel better. I'll just go play another video game.
Behold, the blessed power of Altana.
I'm gonna intentionally float on Bard Juice, as I call it.
Still kicking? 'Cause so am I. You ready for this? Wait for it. Wait for it. Open your eyes. This should do it.
How are we even seeing this? Like, genuinely. Too many ranged physical. Look at how long it takes to kill her.
This wasn't how it was supposed to go.
This is the problem with having too many fizz range, bro. There's only, what, 2 melee? Jesus, there's like only 5 melee in this entire alliance raid. Yeah, next time I'm playing Samurai, I'm only gonna play deterministic DPS from now on. Which is about to be the whole game anyway.
A forest, huh?
I don't have to worry about someone fucking up their rotation and ruining my run. Instead, they'll just die to one of the billion fucking calculus tier mechanics we have in this game. And it'll still be my fault somehow. Like, getting killed on fucking Majestic is just the name of the game at this point. Like, I'll be in, you know, I'll be doing the right thing and everything and just die. I'm just so tired. I guess I'm talking myself out of doing it. Like, for real. This is one of the least fun fights I've done. One of the least fun 3rd tier fights since 011. Because 011 was not fucking fun. For a variety of reasons.
On your guard. I sense something up ahead. Something big.
That's what she said.
A dragon. But surely it's...
What the fuck? It's gonna miss. Did it hit? Dude, like, what do you even do? Just sing armies and then I'll use it. This boss doesn't jump anyway. Well, not like that, I mean. Yeah. You know what I meant. What? I thought I hit it. Oh. Oops. Well, I mean, I guess I'll try this tomorrow. I don't know. I'm not going to stream it, though. I mean, I don't know when I'll get home. That's the problem. I have no idea. It could be late. It could be early. That's why I kind of was hoping to get it done tonight. So even if I don't go to M12 this week, I could just, like, kind of chill. And instead, they're ruining my fucking life by making me fucking have to do this outside of normal raid days. I forgot to renew my debts. That's kind of funny. I did not see that. Spooky. Then I was playing Phasmophobia. Should I go get my salt? Hold on. Make sure nothing horrible happened. It was probably me, but let me make sure nothing terrible happened.
Brace yourselves! Aye, so where are we now? And what are these floating ruins?
How about a golf and fishing game? I mean, I could fish in this game. You want me to go back to fishing in this game? Fishing in this game is actually fun. That and Final Fantasy 15 are like kind of fun for fishing. Yes. Have you ever seen fishing in this game? Usually I only fish for collectibles though. It's not, collectible fishing isn't very fun, but fishing for like relics is kind of fun. You have to get specific bait. Yeah, I think I might have done it recently, right? Because I've been doing the relics that I never did, and that's why I need to go to the moon and do all the... They added like 4 some, like, what are they called? Planetary whatevers? Haruna might know, but I don't know if he does that kind of content. Planetary, like, explorations or something. They added a bunch of them. You attach like 15 magic lures to your quintuple Moogle machine craft rod. Yeah, what's the name of the crafting shit? This expansion. What is it called? Planetary explorations? Something like that?
5 of them? This should be interesting.
Yeah, I think that's what they are.
You shall be burned by the rage that controls you.
Consumed by the cowardice that binds
Alright, well there's too many ranged in this. I wonder if I've ever done this on Bard.
You shall be twisted by the envy that drives you.
Yep, fish those buffs back, baby. I love doing that. I love that you could do that on Bard.
Rage cleaves.
No. Cowardice dismembers.
Cowardice dismembers.
Kept getting dead coral. That might have been what I needed to fish for. Who knows? Alright, very nice.
You shall be smothered by the arrogance that consumes you.
Apathy. This is ridiculous, by the way. Look at this shit I have to do. Oh no! Caustic bite!
Envy and ghosts!
Oh my god, 98,000. Just say you hate them, man. It's easier. I kind of wish Imperial Arrow and Sidewinder had AoE versions. I'm not gonna lie, I don't really like that they don't. Alright, I'm not even gonna play my final songs because there's no point, the fight's over. Okay.
Well fought.
Step on it.
Chose her companions well.
Yes, we love Wuklamot here.
Our next destination.
There's no controversy over Wuklamot in this stream. We love Wuklamot.
Let's go.
In fact, I hope she stays forever. Well, you! I hope this dude stays forever. It's a shame him and All Shaw don't join us in the other ones, man. It sucks. Why is he only in this one? This was his storyline.
I cannot die. Not until I have eradicated you and
You should ask Karuna who Wuklamot is, actually. That would be a really interesting conversation I want to see happen.
trembles before my might.
Oh shit, what the fuck? There we go. Actually, you saw Wuklamot the other day when I did the Interfrost with Dax. You wouldn't know what the Interfrost was. You were there when she showed up. That's like one of the few duties that she mandatorily shows up in, even when you're not playing Trust. Shit is hype, and then they re-recorded the fucking line, too. The meme line that everyone loves. He doesn't have enough brain power. Basically, she's the main character of this expansion, and people hate her. People have, like, insane seizure fits whenever she's on screen. Like, they'll literally run on Reddit and be like, I can't believe they put her in another cutscene. They're really in one of those damned if you do, damned if you don't positions. Because if they never put her in a cutscene, people will just say it wasn't worth it having her at all. But if they put her in, people just run on Reddit and like foam at the mouth. And they're like, oh, but unironically, because you can never satisfy people who play this game. It's a fool's errand. And genuinely, the day Yoshi P decides to retire, I won't even fucking blame him. And then he'll write a book where he'll be like, yeah, it was impossible to satisfy the Americans ever. Could barely satisfy the Japanese. And he'll, you know him, he'll laugh about it. It'll be like played off as a joke. But I'll believe it's 100% serious, and I will not hold it against him under any circumstance, because I totally believe it.
Kneel before me.
I learned that back in the day when people were like, we want more content to do, and then they didn't fucking do boss shit. And I was like, well, bro, it's right there. Like, why wouldn't you do it? Hey, here's this crazy thing where you have to split the party into two to do, like, tons of stuff. And we just won't do it. That's why they think the fucking ladder is new. And that really broke me a little bit. Because I was like, well, people will sit here and complain that there's, like, nothing to do in the game and then not do the active content in the game. It's really kind of fucking stupid. Yeah, we're gonna play Evil Within 2 in October, because I've never played that. And it wasn't like a real specific reason. When did it come out? I might have just, I've been kind of, I had a lot of stuff going on in my life around that time, so I probably didn't play it because of that, and that alone. Because I didn't hate the Evil Within 2, but I didn't love it either, you know? Yeah, in 2019 I wasn't doing a lot of stuff. That's why Fallen Order fell through the radar, and at the time I was kind of jaded with Star Wars anyway. You wouldn't have been able to convince me that there was a single Star Wars game worth playing. Yeah, I think the first one will probably be better. I've heard that the second one they toned down the violence. But I don't know, I didn't like the control scheme. I didn't like that they basically Last of Us'd it. You know, I feel like there's a little bit too much Last of Us syndrome in survival horror right now. It kind of worked in Resident Evil 4 though, because stealthing can be kind of fun. So it kind of worked out there, but I don't know. It's not something I would want every game to have. Am I even gonna bother queuing up again? It's just not the saw trap? Yeah, I guess. I mean, I don't know. Maybe it would have been played out if they did it twice. I guess I have to play it and see. Who knows? I mean, I don't know, man. Like, I kind of want to just relax and chill. There's only one party up. Like, is it even worth it anymore? Like, 500k clear for one, or a party that's not even formed. I don't know, man. Well, it was fun shooting the shit, guys. I mean, I'm gonna probably try this tomorrow. I don't know when I'll get home. I'm gonna try to be out and back early, and then Saturday I'm gonna be busy too. So I don't know, man. It could be a wash this week. I mean, like, if you just don't get it done on Tuesday, the odds of you getting it done at this point in the tier are pretty fucking low, all things considered. So it is what it is. I tried my best. I couldn't even get a single party after we fucking left. It was basically like an hour of sitting around and waiting for stuff to happen that didn't. So I'll change the title of this video. In fact, let me just do it right now so that way no one acts like, you know, this whatever. Yeah, what should I name this stream? Chillin' with the homies. I don't know. Fuck you. There you go. That's perfect. Can I do this off stream? I will. That's what I mean. Okay, that's what I mean when I say tomorrow. I'm gonna do it off stream, but I don't know when I'm gonna get home is the thing. So like, if I get home at like 4, I only have like an hour before I should be streaming Fallout. You know, like, I don't know when I don't know when I'll be able to do it. Because, you know, I was thinking like, oh, I'll just get it done. You know, we'll just hop in a party with some ultimates. You know, we had people today who were legends and they were fucking it up. And I mean, I don't know, like, I obviously that, you know, just because you cleared Ultimate doesn't mean you can't make mistakes, but really what it shows you is that Ultimate is totally doable by a large part of the player base. You just have to be willing to sit there and wipe to the same shit 1,000 times to get the one clear so you get the title. You know, that's really all it is. It's not like Ultimate is some crazy bullshit. So in any event, I want to thank everyone who showed up. Haruna, Narg, Vif, K-Dun, thanks everybody for stopping by. I'll try to get my clear. As you can see, this fucking fight is just a lot of things. I don't know. Anyway, have a good night, people.